Hello again, everybody. Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Thursday night, June the 16th, and these are the charts of the day. A really topsy-turvy day on Wall Street. First down sharply and then back up nicely and closing on a positive note. Are we out of the woods yet? I'm not sure. I don't actually think we are, but if the market extends here and takes out some key resistance, perhaps I'll be corrected. But for now, I don't think the decline was intense enough, didn't reach enough of an oversold level, although we were fairly oversold enough to get a bounce. I'm not sure that is the low. We'll see. But I do want to go over a bunch of longs here. Actually, it's a short list of stocks that I'm interested in that I think have some real momentum. If you take a look at the chart on recent issue ACIA, Wall Street's really liking this one. It had a big run up, consolidated, and popped out, much like EDIT did. That one went, and this one I think is going to go too. Looking at the 15-minute chart, always get a good read on it. They had the big run up, the coil, the breakout, and it's actually consolidating again late in the day here for potentially another run, I think. And we'll have to keep our close tab on whether or not this wedge gets broken out. Now, if it does, fifth wave should take it up towards 50, give or take a point. 49 to 51, something like that, I think, is doable. We'll see. Up next is AMD. Boy, has that stock been acting well of late. You can take a look at that triple major bottom going back over 7 years. Key resistance, multiple tops in 2013 and 14, right where we are now. The actual high there was 480, and today's high was 475. And so we're right on that key resistance zone. Should we push through here, we can see a quick 5.25, 535. But ultimately, now that it's potentially taking out this declining top line, if it does that, we can see a stock at 8 or 9 down the road. But for now, I'll take a quick look at the short-term trade up in that 5.25 half zone. AXDX, really like the way it's been acting. After a 3-hour wave corrective pullback and a nice base, it popped, ran right up to the declining top line and backed off. That's what I was looking for to enter for a swing trade. I put that swing on today. I'm looking for it to ideally hold any pullback around 15.5 and then hit 19 and eventually 23, 24. 27.7 days to cover. They could be wildfire. Century Garden and Pet hit a new all-time high today, ever reached, taking out a triple top from 10 years ago with a spike of 267 or almost 14%. The volume at 877,000 was the biggest volume on an up day that I can see in the last 3 years. So for me, a very solid day. However, the parallel channel line was tagged at the top of it today. And although we're in new all-time high territory and maybe no overhead resistance here, potentially extending to 25.6 short term, it wouldn't shock me if it pulled back and retested, but that could be a setup. CETX, this low price stock with explosive move, pullback, and then another bigger one, reached into the December resistance zone up around 375 by tagging 382 recently, and it's pulled back in a nice little wedge. See this here? Really low volume at the apex of this wedge, I should say. It says me we're going to 4.25 and then 5. DWTI, well, the oil ultra short ETFs have been running because the price of oil has rolled over from 51 to under 47 tonight. You can see their move up over the last 6 sessions every day, taking it from the as low as 63.80 to today's high of 88.25. So 25 points in the last week. I think that's a breakout of the declining tops line, the 10 and 21-day moving averages, and ahead would be a test of the 50 coming in around 92. So that's my short-term target, and their secondary target is at 105.7. Leaving the also SCO in play. This too did the same thing. It's right up near its 50-day moving average. If it does get through that, my target is going to be in the 100, 105 zone. EXEL. Today's action, I think, was a breakout of the little coil that it was forming. And the next target for me is about 8.5 and then 9.5. Acting great. 8.4 days to cover. You can see how the top of this parallel channel tells me this is a $14, $15 stock potentially. MGT, what an explosive move it had recently. And then the coil. Yesterday it popped and today it followed through. It did pull back, but I like the way it stuck its head out and closed above that line. I'm still looking for a stock that reaches near 5.5 short term. Big breakout at NUS. Now the big declining tops line was broken recently. The inverse head and shoulder neckline was broken today. It jumped 10% on 3 million. An acceptable move, and perhaps we're going to see a test of 49.90.50 coming up, my short-term target. VUSI. Well, it's been moving steadily. For a couple of days it rested. This morning it pulled back and reversed and closed with a gain on the day. Not a lot, but 11.4 days to cover. I think we're going to get a squeeze. And next week is one of their conferences. I suspect we'll see some news. The stock could move to 7.5, 3/4 or more. And last day's U.S. Steel, which after a big move up and a pullback of about a 0.382 fib retracement, it bounced, got up to resistance, and stalled in here. You can see the last week or so. But today it jumped a little bit from the 1701 area to 1790, closed just 3 cents off the high. 12.9 million shares. If we can get it up through the 18 area, our resistance is about 1802. And we get through that, we should test 20 and a half area, followed by a move to 22.23. And that's it for tonight, everybody. Have a good evening. And again, I'll see you in the trading room tomorrow morning only. I'm flying tomorrow. No videos Monday or Tuesday. I'll be flying Tuesday. But I'll be on with you guys in the morning each day. Bye-bye.